on bread alone, but on every word that comes forth from the mouth of God. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of endless glory. Okay, before the tip, let's do that verse one more time. Here we go. One does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes forth from the mouth of God. Okay, so I have a little bit of a tip for you here, and it's related to my newest course, which is called Fearless Voice. This course teaches you how to become an ultra-confident singer in church. And even if you're doing things like talking to a camera, right, for YouTube, it just allows you to build that confidence. And so I would highly suggest, if you get nervous in any way, shape, or form, your heart beats fast, it beats out of your chest, or you have shaky legs or shaky hands, go get my Fearless Voice course, and you'll thank yourself that you actually did. You took action to solve this problem. You can get it at musicministry101.com/fearlessvoice. What this teaches you is a collection of skill sets related to your physical demeanor, but also your emotional, spiritual, mental, like all of those areas it covers, and it teaches you how to become basically fearless and super confident when you're in church and you're in a solo singing situation. So I hope you find that helpful. So back to the tip that I wanted to mention here. Well, sometimes we have to exaggerate a little bit to get our message across. So the truth is, when I'm talking to the camera, I'm not talking the way that I would usually talk, or when I'm talking to you. I'm actually animating it much more than I usually would in person. So if we were talking in person, I wouldn't be moving as much, I'm not as animated, but because I know the medium is the voice, right, and visuals, you need to double your animation. And the same applies when you're cantering. Not necessarily to change your facial expressions and stuff like that, or to move your hands like this, but when you sing something like "One does not live on bread alone," you can't just sing it as if you're singing to a group of 5 people that are right next to you. But if you're singing into a church, you have to project that energy and that message with more articulation. So, one does not live on bread alone. I'm trying to make the words crystal clear so that when they go through the microphone, they go through the speakers, it's very easy to understand. So try exaggerating just a little bit and see if you get the sense that people can understand you better. Because when we perform, we often have to exaggerate a little bit. Especially if, on the extreme end, it would be like if you were an opera singer and you're on stage with no microphone and you're projecting to a crowd of 1,000 people. You really have to articulate and exaggerate those sounds so that you can be well understood. And the same applies to cantering. Most people will underdo it, and they're not as well understood as when they put a little bit of extra pizzazz into the consonants. Okay, so this was just a tiny, tiny, tiny little performance tip, but I just created an entire program called Fearless Voice, which teaches you to sing without fear and without nerves. It is guaranteed, by the way, so if you don't find massive improvement, you can return it within the first 30 days. So go try out that course right now. You can click the link in the description below. Get it today. It's at musicministry101.com/fearlessvoice. I'll see you in the course where I teach you all of the tricks of the trade for becoming super confident. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.